Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Stormblood. I almost said Heavensward, but no, we're in Stormblood. So in the last episode, we did some work around the village of Onokoro to try to help out members of the Confederacy to see if, by doing some, help around the place, they might be more willing to help us out in kicking the Empire out of Isari and rescuing Gosetsu. Even after doing everything we did, they still weren't willing to join, but they did mention that, the main issue is we need to reduce the strength of the Imperial forces or somehow increase the strength of the Confederate forces before they would consider helping. And so Alice basically came up with the idea to try to deprive the Empire of access to their Red Kojin mercenaries. And we're not exactly sure how we're going to do that just yet, but that's what the current plan is. So we gained access to the settlement of the Blue Kojin, and we're going to see if they can help us out with how to get the Red Kojin to abandon their Imperial employers. So we'll get to that here in a bit. But as you can tell, we're in Ishgard, and I'm on my Dark Knight, which means we're going to be doing a Dark Knight job quest. Because I'm up to level 52 now, screaming along, getting this job leveled. And need to do actually a level 50 class quest and a level 52 class quest at this point. So I'm 2 behind, but we're just going to go ahead and do the level 50 quest, and then we'll get back to the main story. So we need to go have a chat with Frey again, which I think last time it was seeming to indicate that there's something strange about Frey, and maybe we'll find out more now. Alright. Frey was here long before you met. Okay. Dark Knight's armor coffer and Living Dead. Oh, and speaking of armor, I'm wearing the well, I'm wearing level 52 armor, but I'm glamoring the Ironworks armor set on top of this because it just looks a lot cooler. Alright. We get Living Dead. Grants the effect of Living Dead. When HP is reduced to 0, while under the effects of Living Dead, instead of becoming KO'd, your status will change to Walking Dead. While under the effect of Walking Dead, most attacks will not lower HP below 1. If before the Walking Dead timer runs out, HP is 100% restored, the effect will fade. If 100% is not restored, you will be KO'd. Walking Dead duration 10 seconds. That's interesting. So basically, if we hit this and we are then hit with a killing blow, we won't die, and we have to somehow get healed up to 100% in 10 seconds, or we will die. So interesting. Very situational. Alright, let's go ahead and accept the quest. Alright, I knew you would come to your senses, Yami. Now, let us go. If I never see snow again, it'll be too soon. We should go somewhere warm, at least for a little while. Wait for me near the gates of judgment. When you are alone, call out, and I shall join you. A moment later, Frey departs, though in what direction you cannot seem to recall. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phrase includes Frey to attract her attention. Saying her. Though the model distinctly appears to be a male body form. So all kinds of oddness going on. Alright. So we're heading out to the Gates of Judgment. This isn't exactly somewhere warm. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Switch. Alright. Wait, I know that voice. It's a Yami Atsurugi, the hero of the science. Okay, who's this? A bunch of Asgardian soldiers. Allow me to say what an honor it is to meet you, madam. I mean, by the Fury, the woman who bested Shiva. Every knight under Lord Driomont's command knows the tale. I could go on, but well, I'll just say it. If I may, madam, we need your help. Of course you do. We have a giant problem, madam. A band of them has taken to raiding caravans through... passing through Danifan Pass. We think they may be planning to expand their territory. Lord Driomont wants them gone, but you know how it is. Too much work for too few hands. We need at least 24 knights to clear them out safely. But now that you're here, madam, we have nothing to fear. Aye, while we have created a distraction, you can slip past and put their leader down. Without him, they're sure to cut and run. So will you help us, madam? We beg of you. We beg of you, okay? It's like, alright, alright. Thank you so much, madam. We won't forget this. Accompany me to the past, madam. We can discuss the finer details of our plan there. No. No more. Enough. Alright, speak with the Unbending Knight at Danifan Pass. So hop on my mount and head on over there. It had basically just been pressed into service. Alright, let's have a chat with the Unbending Knight. The leader should be somewhere in the tunnels, madam. Once you're in position, we'll launch our attack. If all goes to plan, you should only have to contend with the leader and his guards. May the Fury guide and protect us. Okay. Actually, I should probably, have my chocobo out and ready. Probably want to be off of grit. Probably want to have dark side on though. Alright. Oh, lovely. Alright, those guys are down. that was relatively simple. Alright, by the Fury, you really did it, and you made it look so easy. As for us, there were some injuries, but nothing serious. It was starting to look rather grim, actually, but the moment he fell, they sounded the retreat. It was an honor to fight with you, madam. You really are everything the bards say. Truth be told, I've been following your deeds for some time now, ever since you first came to White Brim Front. Your martial prowess is widely known, of course, but what I found truly inspirational was your compassion for the common man. How you would risk your life without thought for fame or fortune, and the lowest among us could find a friend in you. Sir! Sir! What's going on? Is something wrong? It's Lord Driamont, sir. He heard we were in the field with a Yami, and is demanding she come to White Brim Front at once. Demanding? What is the meaning of this? Certain allegations have been made, sir. It would seem that she was observed conversing with a corpse in the broom. Not that anyone would ever believe such slander, of course. Okay. This is going to take us into an instance. I should warn you, madam, that some of these allegations were made by temple knights. You may be asked to surrender your weapon. Well, that isn't going to happen. And I've fought temple knights before. Surrender your weapon? After what happened in Ulda? They must be mad. Pay attention, Yami. This could be the greatest moment of our life. That is, if you could stop denying the truth that's been staring you in the face since the moment we met. Say my name. Say it. My real name. Our real name. Come now, you knew Frey was dead from the beginning, but you didn't care. You had a sword and a soul crystal, but what you wanted was a mentor. A mentor with the gifts and knowledge. A dark knight who could guide you on the path, who you could aspire to become. A woman who was free to say and do the things you would not. Even now, you continue to deny it. Well, deny me all you want. You cannot deny what we have done. Have I not been good to you? Have I not given you everything I promised? Did I not help you to hear the whispers of our very soul? Open your eyes. Look. Do you see now? Do you see? Everything up to now has been your story. And everything after now will be mine. Not likely. So it's my dark side. Alright, fine. Esteem. Driamont, the Honest, has joined in. dark sprites. I can deal with them. Though I am wearing Esteem down quite a bit. Oh look, you're doing it again. Okay. Anguish. Alright. Steam is down. It would seem I underestimated myself, but no matter. They have borne witness of the darkness within us, to what lies beneath the mask. Ayame, Ayame, listen to us. Who's this? Alright, we will never forsake you no matter what. We know who you are, Yami. We know, and so do you. A fantastic display of willful ignorance. Wipe the slate clean, forgive and forget. Convince yourselves that she can be controlled. The warrior of light, our weapon of light. It isn't too late, Yami. We can still be free. Ayame. So this is your answer. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. If this is how it must be, then so be it. But know that when you tire of this charade, I shall be here, waiting to take the reins. You need only ask. Alright, that was interesting. guess we reabsorbed that fragment of ourselves, I guess. Alright, let's talk to the untiring knight. Alright. Praise Helode, we are all right, madam. For a moment, we feared we'd lost you forever. Lord Driomont made it clear that we will speak no more of what happened. Not that he had to ask, mind. As for your friend, I am told he will be interred with full rites. May his soul rest in peace. Alright. Alright, sir, you alright, madam? You seem a little... Never mind. Very well. So that's basically the level 50 Dark Knight set that we just got access to. You subdue your dark side for now. Oh, very ominous. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And I'll probably take a look at that stuff later and see if I want to use it or not. It'll only be for glamour purposes, but maybe it looks the way I would like. We'll see. Alright, Unflinching Temple Knight. Oh, is this the guy who we want to talk to? Hold on. Need to bring the map over here. Yes, the Wages of Mercy is the next quest for level 50. But I think we'll hold off on that for now, because that's going to lead us to the next actual set of job quests. We'll probably do that one and the 52 one another time, maybe next episode. But for now, let's go ahead and switch ourselves back to Samurai and head on back to Tamamizu and have a chat with Bunchin and see what we might be able to do for the whole Empire Doma situation. Alright, so let's have the conversation.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Korjin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are. Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Alright, so we got a little bit of information about the Kojin culture. And I don't know if you noticed, but the shells and their heads are pieces of gear they wear. So the shells are strapped on, and they have helmets, which is why their mouths don't move. So that's actually a helmet. That's not what their face looks like. So we don't really know what they actually look like under there. Alright, well, let's talk to Soroban and find out what it is we're going to need to do here. Alright, listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel, bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So, you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning? Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing, but first you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested unkyu carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Yami, would you go and find an unkyu and relieve it of its carapace? that I can do. Alright, so we need to go relieve an Unkyu of its carapace. So I guess we'll go find out what these things are. I'm guessing we're going to have to kill one. Or maybe many. We'll see. Depends on if it's a guaranteed drop or not. Ah. It's these things. Crabs. Now, that shouldn't be a problem. I know how to clean a crab. Well, maybe not a crab the size of a small house, but, you know. Or a rhinoceros. That's a big crab. And it did not drop, so this is not a guaranteed thing, so we'll just destroy these until we get what we need. I live in Maryland, and eating steamed crabs is a bit of a local delicacy. There we go. Now, I wonder if this is also going to open up quests here. So I did do the quests in... Yeah, I did do the one over here which gave you the Aether Current, because there is a couple of more. One of them is going to come from the main story, I'm pretty sure. And another one is going to come from a side quest somewhere. Alright, Soroban. Well, have you the Unkyu carapace? I do. Ah, how splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize that you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time? The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed, near and within our territory, to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shell lists of the Suinosato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shell lists? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rayan have been here as long as I can remember. Shisui, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Alright. That's going to be a materia. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the next quest here. Did that open up side quests in this area? It did, but it doesn't look like any of them have a aether current as part of their rewards, or else it'd be flagged with the little plus symbol. Alright. Soroban is about to show you a shining, shimmering, splendid new world. Alright. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike you have ever known? Then let us go to western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparation for the ritual. Ritual. If I can get my tongue to move in the correct manner. Alright, so once we're done with this, we're going to be able to swim under the water indefinitely. And all existing mounts work under the water. So this is really the, until we can fly, the best way to get around here is to do so underwater. Alright. Alright, he dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Eorzea?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Wow, look at them. I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time. Come on!
Alright, diving unlocked. And, owing to Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Yep. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Suino Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim toward the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Control Spacebar. Alright. You should become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban, and Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Now, while the striped ray is cool, it's not necessary. Any mount capable of flying is also capable of swimming. But we'll use this one for now. Alright, we're heading over here. To Suino Sato. Dismount, yes. Alright, Lise. Alright, this must be Suino Sato, the rain village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. Alright, we may now perform underwater emotes. Another player right there. Looks like to be doing the same thing we are. Alright, Lise. Alright, if this is Suino Sato, then Shiosai, the Overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. Okay, yep. So these are going to be Rayan Alra, which is basically the same race as my character. Search for Shiosai, who is over here. Right, so this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Ayame and Alice. Looking for the Overseer of Suino Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no Overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides. Shiosai. So you are the man we're looking for. Great. We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasakani no... Stop. I will hear no more. Okay. We'll suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Okay. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. Alright. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suino Sato is our sanctuary, under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui. We Ran enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has never been with the utmost, or it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Okay, well that wasn't productive. Alright, and so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Garabani is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Alright, high steel Chris. Scutum, nope. Materia it is. Meanwhile, in the tavern of Isari,
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Shisui. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Oh! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
Alright, so it doesn't look like that Gosetsu's having a good time. Alright. So let's go ahead and grab the next quest. Alice here. Alright, we seem to have reached an impasse. To make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Yami? Let's see. You try talking to around. As the villagers didn't know anything. Soroban sent us here. Mayhap we could ask him. We find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk. We could ask the villagers if they know anything. Right. You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Someone has shown up. My apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife, Yunagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must. Our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. It would be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. Ah, we know Yugiri. Kami be praised. She lives. She lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she hailed from Suino Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yangxia. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression upon her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment. There was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is Yasakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye, it is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that what you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her that not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. Alright, we will, I promise. Alright, so those are Yugiri's parents. Speak with Alice. Where is Alice? Not here. But there is a quest here. That looks like it's going to give us an Aether Current. So let's go grab that while we're here. And see what that's going to do for us. Alright, Kurenai. Here. Alright, Kurenai is staring intently at you. Alright. You are a woman from above. Alright, I am Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks a strength and courage few possess. I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Shisui immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shisui and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisui of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the wraiths within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shisui grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, lend me unto your might. Please find a way to save her. I will see that she is kept from danger. Yeah. Thank you, truly. I know not what I would have done had you said no. Now, please follow me. We must go speak with Shisui. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. Brings me to a question of how did Yugiri get to the surface? Do these people have the ability to breathe underwater as well? Maybe? Alright, Shisui, we're still around. And you are... You know who I am. Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know naught of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we'll be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? And you think that this woman has some hidden power capable of delivering Suino Sato from untold disaster? I realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this woman's aid. You have the right of it. Very well, I'll give you a friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If she fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Here, take this scroll. I will permit you to pass into Shisui of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware of where it is located. Not to worry, I shall show her there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me if it was something I could tell you now, I would. So a man cloaked in black sounds like an Ascian to me. Alright, well... We now have two things on our plate. So that is where Alice is, and then that is where the Palace of Lost Souls is. I think that we are at the end of the episode, so we'll go ahead and end it here. And I'll I'll have to decide, because I know that this Palace of Lost Souls is going to unlock a dungeon. And I also know that something else is coming up here that's going to be an instance as well. So I'm not sure if I want to push the main story to that point. Or... and then do them both in sequence. That might actually be the best way to do it. Alright, well, I'll think about it. But we're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.